What's up everyone, this is Sam from 64 Wheels, back more diecast, and today we're going to be unboxing 3 Hot Wheels Super Rigs. So we have 2 new for 2024, the Straight Freightn and the Turbulence Tug. These are both recolors of castings that we've already done unboxings of, but they are new for this year. So these are only the second time we're getting these, and then as a bonus, we're also opening the Galactic Express in purple, which I think is just a wild looking casting. So excited to get into those, but these 2 in the front, I think these are some of the best Super Rigs that they've done because they're putting extra work into these that they haven't really done before. So Straight Freightn is like a train style semi-truck transporter that extends, so you can see in the package it's double stacked, and we did an unboxing of these. I will link the video down in the description so you can check these out in the first color variations. But this is the longest Super Rigs that they've ever done, and probably the most wheels too. In the Turbulence Tug, I just think they just went above and beyond with the design element, because the wings come off, as you can see here. These are double stacked in the package, as you could never traditionally get this in any sort of box or card that Hot Wheels has. So they were able to give you a, not full size, I don't know what scale it is, but a full size plane with the wings and everything in a traditional package, and it looks awesome. It looks great. It has wheels. You can play with it as a plane or a car or just roll it around. They just did a fantastic job with these, so I'm really pumped to take a look at these recolors. So we will do the Straight Freightn first. This is a really nice recolor. It's in like a green camouflage color, which I think works pretty well for this. For some reason, I just picture this as a military truck, but it does remind me of the train truck from Fast 5, where they pull the cars off the train like the Pantera and the GT40 and stuff. It reminds me of that as well. And then it does give me a little bit of the vibe of the Mammoth car from the original Speed Racer series as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at the package real quick. Here you can see how you put it together. It's got the simple ball pinion joint that you just snap into place, but there you can see the Scrub-A-Dub driver. We've done that one. I think we've done the big rig heat at some point. There is the Turbulence Tug, Straight Freightn, which is this one, the Galactic Express, which of course we're opening up in the Highway Blast, which I think we opened that one not too long ago because it's the double stack, the car hauler. So just some really good casting. So let's go ahead and bust this one open. It will be cool to see what they do with both this one and the Turbulence Tug in the future, like what kind of color variations they give it, because really the options are endless. And the plane, I just like, it's cool because you can get like the, you know, you can do World War II, you can do like, I've seen this paint job before, but I don't know what it comes from. But same thing with the Straight Freightn, like they could do some really cool paint variations on this one. So, all right, let's take a look at this sucker. How does that say? Hot Wheels Transformation System? Is that what that says? Let's see if we can do it on the side if it's a little clearer. Transportation System. I should have figured that's what it said. But this is an awesome casting. It has really good ground clearance. It has awesome detail on the plastic and the metal. Like it has, I think that's a little snake, right? So one of my, I think it was someone in the comments, and then someone from Lamley, who's from Australia, said that these style of trucks are big in the Australian outback, that they have long trains of trailers or whatever hitched to them because they go through the desert and they can do that. And I will try to put a picture of a real life one here on the overlay, because that's just really cool, because I didn't know those existed like that, because we don't have them here in the United States. Like I think the biggest I've ever seen is 2 like trailers attached, and I used to work in a trailer repair shop and I've never seen more than 2. So this is a pretty cool truck, but it's got nice Hot Wheel detail. There you can see the hat, the sunglasses, the little piece of pizza, the wrench. It's got that nice like diamond plate kind of look to it. It's got chains, hold down, same thing on this one. This one has a winch and probably like a generator or a air compressor or something, but they put a lot of nice detail, like even lockers underneath with locks on them. Really excellent detail. So let's go ahead and snap these 2 together. And what's cool is now that we have, boom, it just snaps in like that. Now that we have 4, let's go ahead and pop it off the original one and connect them and see how that looks. So look at that. Now we have 4. That is so cool. Look how long that is. It doesn't even fit in the frame hardly. I mean, it's definitely, like that's probably a foot right there. So it's probably a foot and 8 inches or so. That is just super cool. And it all works. Like, you can actually, like, kind of put them in a circle because they have great angle there. You can see, like, right there, they can almost, like, they almost don't even, like, jackknife. They're very well designed, but look at that. That's so cool. So if you get more of these, we can connect them. Like, we'll just keep connecting them in videos until we have like 100 of them. They don't even fit. Like, that's just super rad. Really like that design. In here we have, I can't remember what this casting is called. I always forget that. Dune Crusher. So this is the blue, or not blue, oh my gosh, the green version. And then here is the first one that they released in the gray color. I like this casting. I think the wheels are great. The beadlocks, they did a good job with it. And I think it matches the vibe of the trailers as well. So a really good combination with those. Boom, awesome. Really high remarks for that one. Looks great. All right, let's get to the Turbulence Tug. So like I said, this is the second release of this as well. The first one had a, I think it was a, what was it? I think it was a green plane, right? I can't remember because I not misplaced it, but I put the actual jet that it came with somewhere in storage. Like, it's in one of my bins, so I don't have it today. But it was this exact same casting. They just recolored it as well. So nothing different on the back of this one, it looks like. So let's go ahead and open this up. So if you remember or know where this kind of paint scheme comes from, let me know in the comments, because I know I've seen it on a plane somewhere before. I just don't remember where it is or like what it's actually from. All right, let's see here. There it goes. So here are the two wings. So these are just plastic wings that snap in each side, but they're very well done. They have nice tampos on them. They're solid, like they don't feel like they're gonna break. They're not like rubbery. They're very sturdy plastic. So look at that. Seto Racing, Seto. Cool graphics. Okay, so here's the actual car itself. So in the last video we looked at this. I really like this casting. I just think it looks awesome. It looks very sleek, almost like one of the like what do you call it, like the smashed castings from back in the day. I'll have to put a screenshot of one because that's what it reminds me of. But the coloration on this is good. The details, the engine, the little driver compartment, the huge scoops in the front, it's just excellent. But it's actually just called Turbulence Tug. So this is like one casting. So this doesn't have a separate name and this doesn't have a separate name. It's just Turbulence Tug altogether. So if you're looking for this casting, because technically, I think you can connect the ball joint of the trailers in there. Let's see if we can do that. Let me pull this off. So this just has that same ball joint. Let's see if these trailers will connect to it. I didn't even try that in the first one. Let's see. So let's see how it works. I don't know if it'll work because the car sits. So it actually will. The car just sits at like a level, like unleveled right there. So the trailers kind of tilt forward. But it's cool that you could do that because I mean, technically you could put any of these with the ball joints on any of the super rigs. Technically, like I think that has a ball joint too. We could probably connect it to. But this is a really cool looking casting. I just like that. I don't know. It almost reminds me of a little bit of Diora, like stretched and smashed a little bit because it has that kind of look to it. Really like it. But here is the actual plane. So let's go ahead and look at some of the detail. Intake. A lot of different. So it looks like those are the printer style tampos because you can see in the yellow the little like sparkly like color graffiti on there, or the what do you call those, artifacts? So on the front though, right there, that yellow is actually a pad printed tampo, and then you can see right there where it changes to the printer style, which is kind of odd. I don't know why they chose to do that, but maybe the printer style can't do the curves because they're right there's the traditional pad stamp too. You can see where the black switches too. So this must be the whole thing must be pad printed, and the rest of it is the printer style graphics. So metal base, all the rest of it is plastic. Hot Wheels TT 6819. So I think that's 68. Hot Wheels always put 68 on stuff because that's when they were founded. Their first year in business, but I don't know what the 19 is. Maybe that's when this was first designed. So let's go ahead and stick these wings in there. Boom, look at that. That is a solid looking plane. Man, that's cool. Very nice. I like how that looks. So now we got two planes you can fly alongside each other, and they're big. Like you can see in the frame how big they are. And if you wanted another example of how big they are, if we take two of the Straight Freightn trailers there, you can see that it's almost, not quite as long, but it's getting there. So as long as these are, the plane has a wingspan of that. And these are just so cool. I love this. Let's go ahead and put it back in there. Looks so cool. And here we have the, I think it's something Ace, right? No, Poison Arrow. I'm sorry, not Ace. So this is a nice casting. I really like that they added the same kind of graphics as the plane, which they did on the first one too. I think the first one was red. But again, if you want to watch that, I'll put a link down in the description. But I like this color because it's almost like a clear Zamac, but it's not. It's a painted silver. Like, this is probably one of the better paint jobs on this casting. Like, it looks fairly realistic. And then that sits, there's little indentions on each part of the trailer here, boop, that pop right in there. So that's awesome. That looks incredibly well done. With the color on all three vehicles matching the paint job, they just did a stellar job on this. Again, people sleep on this line. Like, collectors don't really collect this line traditionally because they look like more toys or they're fantasy. There's very few licensed casting in here, but these are so cool. These represent some of the coolest Hot Wheels designs that they have, fantasy or otherwise. They just like really put some imagination in these castings, and I appreciate that. So, all right, let's get into the Galactic Express. Now, this casting has been around for a while, right? What year is this? 2023? Oh no, have they not released this before? I swear they have. I thought we did an unboxing of this at one point, but this is the, I'm probably going to say it wrong, Bozuko style of cars that Japanese car culture has. We don't really have it a lot in the United States. The like very accentuated fenders and exhaust, they're really, really wild looking cars, and they're starting to grow a little bit in the United States just because we're now at the 25-year rule for a lot of these cars. So they're being brought over, but I still have only maybe seen one style in real life, and it wasn't a true JDM one. It was like one somebody made to look like one in the United States. But this trailer is wild. So Hot Wheels also has a one car like that in their main line, and I can't remember the name of it right now. I'm totally blanking on all the names and stuff. But is it the, I don't know, I'll put a screenshot of it here, but it looks in that same style. And I think it was just a treasure hunt, like a regular treasure hunt in the main line not too long ago. But this is a wild looking truck. So it almost looks like a Transformer. It really does. So, oh, this one does not have the pin style. So the other ones have like the ball joint. This has a pin style. So it snaps into place like that. So we'll go ahead and look at the truck here. So it says 2023, but I swear this came out earlier than that. Maybe I'm thinking of something else, but I thought this has been around for a few years. But crazy detail on this. So the bottom part is plastic. This whole silver part is metal, and it's fairly heavy. Huge air horns on the top of that. Just very aggressive looking. Like, I don't even know what some of the detail are. Like, I assume those would be lights right there. I don't know, but those indentions kind of look like lights too. It almost looks like an Iron Man mask. Just a ton of crazy detail on this. It's a lot of metal. Like, I haven't seen this much metal on a modern Hot Wheels casting in a while. Like, this is a lot of metal. It's got plastic exhaust pipes sticking up. Really nice big 5-spoke wheels with the blue outline. I think that matched the paint job very well. This is all plastic. It's got a plastic base. Just, I mean, this, like, the weight of the cab, it probably weighs as much as 2 regular Hot Wheels does in weight. So there's that. Okay, and then here is the trailer. Nice. It looks like a printer style graphic. It is, but it looks really good. Again, I think the printer style graphics, the larger you can make them, or the more spread out they are, I think the detail becomes less noticeable in terms of the printer like pixelation on the graphics, because that doesn't look bad at all. It really doesn't. I mean, it almost looks like a vinyl wrap put on a semi-truck, so I think they kind of, it looks okay to me. So there you can see that is a printer style graphic as well. That purple is a little bit different. Like, for some reason, I think the two purples, that like the, what is that? Like the gradient on it helps the graphic a little bit. That one I can tell has been printed a little bit more. Plastic chassis. Does that come off? No. So it does have the pin. So let's see the back door. So it's got a nice ramp to it. Definitely too steep to get this up, for sure. This needs like a ramp that goes out to like right here, so you can gradually drive that car up with such a huge lip on it. Let's see, how do you get this out here? Well, there it goes. Oh man, that had some tightness to it. Like it was stuck in there. Okay. So there is a little bit of metal right there. Is the whole base, the whole floor metal? No. So just this part right here, which I assume is the rivet area right here, is metal. And then once you get in there, it is the rest of it's plastic. But let's see if the car actually fits in here. So this is the Mad Manga. Really cool casting. I can't remember what car it's actually based on. Like to me, it looks like it would be what which Skyline is that? This might be a Ken Mary Skyline, because it does have that fastback look. It looks like that to me. If you know what car it's really based off of, or is supposed to be based off of, let me know in the comments. But wild looking casting, looks good in purple. So let's see. Like obviously the ramp, you can't drive it up because it would look at that. The angle on it's too much. But will it fit with the exhaust? It does. So it does fit in there with the exhaust. So this just put the pin in, pull it back like that, and then it's kind of locked into place. But that looks really nice. I like flat sides like that too, because if you're a customizer, you can do all kinds of stuff with that area. So it looks like you can also put cars here in the top as well with some grooves. So I don't know if it looks like it's meant to put cars up there because of those grooves, in my opinion. Those look like tire grooves. So I don't know, but these are cool. This line just keeps getting better and better. From the color variations to the actual castings released, they just keep getting better. So I'm excited to see what they do recolor wise again with these in the future, and then to see what else they come up with, because they just keep releasing such cool castings in this line. So I really appreciate you watching. This is Sam 64 Wheels. Let me know in the comments which one of these is your favorite. Do you like the recolors better? Do you like the originals better? What do you think of the Galactic Cruiser or Galactic Express over here? Do you like that one better? I think paint job wise, I like the original Turbulence Tug in the like shark nose. I just think that's cool. I like the detailing on the truck too. But I like the recolor of the black on this as well. I don't know. Let me know which ones are your favorites. The recolors are the original, and then we'll chat in the comments about it. So I really appreciate you watching. Sam 64 Wheels. Like and subscribe as always. I have so much more to do. I have some new Matchbox working rigs over here that I need to do. Some Back to the Future cars. Just a lot of cool stuff to come. So hit that subscribe bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.